This is a short video on how to improve your website's visibility on Google, Bing, and other search engines. The competition for top billing on search engine results can be fierce, so I'll confine my comments mostly to the Talkspot tools and how they can help and how they address the SEO. And for purposes of this, I'm going to use a plumbing site. That's something we all basically understand. And Talkspot's SEO tools are located right off the front page on the dashboard. And you'll see the dashboard will look like this. SEO is found across the top. Go ahead and click that, or launch into the tools. We'll start with the most basic, which is allowing indexing on your site. Find me on search engines, enable indexing, and done. Next, website name and keywords. And that starts out easy. There will be something here, just erase it. You'll want to come up with between 12 and 20 keyword combinations that would match how users are likely to search for you. Now, for instance, I live in a town that has a unique name, Issaquah. So Issaquah Plumber and Issaquah Plumbing probably make great sense. Past that, I'll use the keywords for some of my most profitable items that I do. Those are things that you want to have come up. And finally, 24-hour emergency plumbing. And you might even want to go 24-hour emergency plumbing, because some people might spell it that way. And obviously what you do for your business will be a little different. But think about this. It's pretty important. And don't go overboard. You start putting in 25, 30 of these things, Google will ding you for that. As always, remember to save. And now, next we're ready for the page names and descriptions. And you can see every page on your website will be listed here. All you really have to do is use this little pencil. Start with your home page, your plumbing. And for your description, again, think back to your keyword, 24-hour emergency. Oops, almost forgot plumbing. 24-hour emergency plumbing services in Issaquah and Southeast Kent County, because that's where I do business. Go ahead and hit save. And you can see you'll do something like that for every page. And as you go through and fill out these other pages, my one caution would be make sure what you're mentioning is actually listed on that page. The search engines do kind of a comparison between what's on the page and what your keywords and what your descriptions are. And again, if it doesn't see what it expects to see, it can rate you lower for that. And you can see here's one that's all filled out. I would encourage you to look for typos. Things like that can be bad for you. Next up would be your image descriptions. It does have some bearing on your SEO. So you're going to want to go one at a time and describe these just as you would everything else. As you do these, remember to use your keywords and also reinforce your sales message with every image description. It really does make a difference. And again, remember to save. Finally, we're going to generate friendly web links. What you want to do is make everything look nice and tidy. So first of all, people can type it in faster. And second of all, so the search engines will see it and register it. And again, remember to click save. Now finally, there are two things here, Google Analytics and the Google Bing Webmaster Tools. Go into Google and just search for both, or go into Bing and search for both. But what you're going to want to do is they will go through the sign-up process and they'll hand you back a code. Now in the case of Google Analytics, you're going to want to place that code here and save. In the case of the Bing Webmaster Tools or Google Webmaster Tools, you're going to want to put that there. And those are simple tags. They're pieces of code that help identify you and your site. We encourage you to do it. I'm just not going to show you how it works because they change how it works just a little bit all the time, and I really don't want to confuse you. So now there are just a few other things that I'll suggest as long as I'm on the subject. One of them is when you're in your text editor and you're doing things like putting in your name, make sure you use heading 1 off of this pull-down menu. For other important information, heading 2 or heading 3 might be useful. And make sure you do the same thing with any subject headlines that you have. Again, if you put them in a heading or a subheading format, that tells Google and Bing that they're important and you should register those. Do that throughout your website as well. Good search engine optimization is a marathon, not a sprint. It's not something you do once. It's something you're going to want to do every time you access your website. Remember your keyword messages. Build them into your copy, build them into your headlines. Use your header, header 2 and header 3 to reinforce key points. View your keywords carefully and often as your business changes. Adjust those, tinker with them, it's worth the time. Build links where you can. Some of the most common are places like business organizations. If you've got a product that can be reviewed, anything that you can do that builds paths to your website, those are things that the search engines take into consideration. Finally, search engines love new content. Anytime that there's activity on your website, the search engines look at it again. The more often they look at it, the better off it is for you. Anyway, that's a quick overview. I encourage you to read more. It's an important subject. Check out our blog. If you have any questions, give us a call or drop us a note. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.